Hello from 2K Sports. We're honoring diversity and culture tonight. And both teams tonight unafraid to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wing, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the four with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the one. Now here's Conley, and here's Edwards outside. Here's Conley. Pass to Towns. 6 to shoot. Okogie pulls down the board.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Now here's Durant, covered by Towns. Fires from the wing. Booker for three. Another three for Phoenix.
Of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success. Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Durant's shot is off. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Pass to Paul. Over Conley. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
McDaniels finds Edwards. Off target from outside. For Phoenix, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Booker against Edwards. It's Booker on the wing. He has 6. And Durant with the big finish.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
Gobert with a screen on Paul. Here's Towns. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Ayton passes to Paul. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Paul's got a really nice touch from the interior, and he likes to get in there and mix it up with the big guys any chance he gets.
Now here's Towns. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. That one misses for Towns.
When he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Now here's Paul. Up top, Durant. There's the three. Sinks the tray. Durant's got 5 now.
Sometimes you just assume this shot is falling before it goes in. Durant's outside jumper is that deadly.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Can't get it to drop. Ayton with the defensive effort. With Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Outside McDaniels. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Conley against Paul. Outside Durant. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. From the arc. Booker for 3. Outside Durant. Pass to Booker. Now Paul. Over Edwards. They get it back. Outside for Booker. Launches it. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Conley passes to McDaniels. His first shot coming late. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Devin Booker.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son's youth dance team.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Towns. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Towns has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Pass to Durant. And here's Paul. He's guarded by Conley. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break for the finish. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition, has a really good understanding of how to fill the lane and get where he needs to be.
Here's Durant. Over Towns. Durant, no good. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. Here's the 3. And the Suns miss again.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. The shake. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Throws it up high. Lays it in off the pretty lob. And the Suns lead by 8.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Gobert with a screen on Paul. Conley finds Edwards. Takes it inside, and Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now here's Edwards. Now Towns, the 3 ball. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
How many 6'11" guys in this league can do that? Towns is a unicorn. Awesome ability to catch and let it fly.
Here's Paul. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. There's the drive. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Now here's McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Edwards can't hit. The Suns leading. Here's Ayton. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, so strong. Ayton and one. Ugh. And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Conley. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Towns for three. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Durant. 17 seconds left in the half. Back to Paul. Over Conley. Outside for Booker. The Suns need to get off a shot. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Just 4 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Conley. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Allie, as always, thank
Your Suns, 25. The Timberwolves, 18.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Noel in at the point guard position.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Here's Alexander Walker. Jacks up a 3. That shot is off. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Back to Warren. And there's the lob. Stolen by Reid. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Ross. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 18 feet out. Misses off the left iron. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Down low. Here's Reid. A slam dunk by Reid.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Pass to Ross. Back to Payne. Back to Ross. Inside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The officials have been a little stingier with the whistle recently. Clark, you think fewer fouls called is good for the game?
I like to see the game played with a certain amount of flow. So you got to give some latitude to the physicality. And I am in favor of fewer fouls being called. The officials do a good job, I think, of judging advantage, disadvantage. And it's much more appealing to the fans when the game flows more fluid. Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Outside Warren. To halt the run. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
You know, I like seeing Warren do work inside. He might be a three-point shooter, most known for that, but he's still 6'8". You got to do some work in the paint.
Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Prince. Back to Alexander Walker. Reed sets a screen. Pass to Noel.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Back to Alexander Walker. No good with the triple. The Suns trailing. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Two open that time. Made it look easy.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
Outside Payne with the floater, and the layup is good. Payne's gotten his first bucket of the night.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Outside Anderson. Back to Noel. Here's Alexander Walker. That one off the back iron and out. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Pass to Baisley. Back to Payne. Now here's Ross. Here's Landale. This for the tie. Shoots over Reed. Landale misses. Minnesota in the lead. 27 seconds left to play in the third quarter here.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 4. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And for Minnesota, their shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, you like to see Edwards doing work on the glass, hitting the boards there, using his strength and athleticism to extend plays.
Outside Booker. Paul against Conley. The drive by Paul. Pass to Okogie. Now here's Paul. Guarded closely. Up and over Conley. The 3, Durant. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Durant against Edwards. Lets it go from deep. And he can't get that one. And Phoenix the other way now. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. It's McDaniels on the wing. Takes the 3. Up top, Edwards. Booker defending. Edwards can't get that one to fall. And it's Phoenix's ball. 6-point game. Takes a step back. McDaniels from long range. Fires in the triple. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. And we credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Minnesota has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Edwards, a pass to Conley. McDaniels against Paul. From outside the arc. Durant pulls it in. For Phoenix, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Paul passes to Durant. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
And that's an intentional foul.
Chris Paul, second personal foul. First team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And here's Conley. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Here's Paul. Pass to Booker. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. That one's good for 2.
If there's one guy in the league who's never going to give up on the mid-range shot, it's Booker. If the D gives it to him, he'll take it.
Outside Edwards. This one for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Paul passes to Booker. And Gobert with a block. And he lobs it up top.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Yep, that one goes.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight.
And they just didn't have enough to overcome this deficit. Chalk up this game as a fantastic victory for the Timberwolves.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Karl Anthony Towns.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Paul. Clock at 6. Back to Booker. Right wing. Here's Okogie. He's guarded by Conley. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here.
That's the end of the
All right,
game.
Alec, thank you. And that about wraps it up.
Folks, we'd
4
like to
o'clock.
thank-
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post-tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's man in at the point. And for the Suns, Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Kobe in at the 3, the small forward. Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the back. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
And here is Paul. After Paul George getting his 3 to go. Pass to Kobe. George against Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. Launches it. Here's Durant. And he overshot that one, missing.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Here's man, defended by Paul. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot from past the arc. They grab their own miss. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Now here's Paul. Defense right on him. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Paul.
Just unbelievable range. Kevin Durant exploiting the perimeter weakness in the defense that time.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And that one, good. George has got 5 now.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Now here's Ayton. Back to Paul. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. If they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California, having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Here's Leonard, following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. The pass to man. Paul with the steal. Inside, out to KD. The 3. That shot is off. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. A 3 from Morris. Booker pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The 3 bangs home the trifecta. He's got 6.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Man passes to Zubac. There's the dish to Morris. Zubac, a screen on KD. And stolen by Ayton. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And Booker kicks to Ayton. Durant, the pass to Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Somebody's going to set him up, and Devin Booker's going to knock him down. Rise in that catch and shoot.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Morris, no good.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
To the wing on the left. Over to the left wing. Kobe, the pass to Ayton. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with, and Ayton is dealing.
George against Booker. George, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
There's Kobe. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They double him with Ayton. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. And the Clippers miss again.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends, highly effective down there with the physical play.
Make some noise for your Suns Dancer.
George looking over the floor. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far.
Your
The
Suns,
Sun.
ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. Phoenix.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's man in at the 1.
The defense is pretty close to Paul George, but not close enough as he powers right past him.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Driving in, the Clippers keep it alive. Morris, now the feed to George. No good. Suns leading by 10. Durant, the pass to Ayton.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of this.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
Here's Man, defended by Paul. Man passes to Leonard. 5 on the clock. Here's Man. Kicks it out to Leonard, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Down by 12. Passes it to George. Over Booker. George passes to Zubac. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. The Suns shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's George. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Always going up for the alley-oop here. George against Paul. Here's George. He has 7. And the dunk by Zubac.
Paul George is great at breaking down the defense, and he does it with the pass that time.
Booker with the screen for Paul. Out to KD. Brent, as we all know, you were a former slam dunk contest champion. So with that in mind, what was your take on the 2022 contest?
I think there was some great dunkers out there, Kevin, and every year it's like that. I know from year to year it takes a lot of criticism, the contest, and Certainly there are years that are better than others, but the skill of those guys on the floor for them to go out and put on an exhibition, always appreciated as a fan.
2 minutes
Now
remaining.
here's Leonard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he comes up with the deuce.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's KD. It's a 10-point game. Over Morris. Offensive rebound. Booker outside. Over George. 5 to shoot. Paul kicks to Durant. A 3-ball. Doesn't go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Right side, Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. He dishes it to Morris. On the wing, George. Back to Morris. Going inside. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Suns leading by 10. Booker with it. George picks him up. And the dunk by Booker.
How about Booker just zipping around the defense and still able to make that J?
Here's man. Morris right side. Pass to man. On the wing, George. Pass to man. Leonard on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Came into the league and struggled from the three-point line. Kawhi Leonard has made his weakness a strength.
Booker with the screen for Paul. For 3 at Kobe. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And Durant gets it to go. KD's got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Phoenix sitting with the crowd. Thank you, David.
Your Suns 30. The Clippers 16.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Cameron Payne, also Terrence Rosso, and it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
An efficient scorer. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And you like the workmanlike approach from Batum on defense, just making effort and having some great coverage area.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. To the inside. Plumlee lays it up and banks it in. Plumlee's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Los Angeles. Payne with it. No points in the game yet for him. And the jam by Ross.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. The pass to Powell. Kicks it to Gordon. Wide open. Misses off the right iron.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
Here's Landale. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Warren the pass to Landale. For three, Ross. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. It's Powell on the wing. Payne covering. Batum wide open. He fires. Sinks the triple.
Batum getting the ball and just really relaxing on that, Jay.
Phoenix leading by 11. Now here's Payne. Pass to Landale. Here's Baisley, defended by Batum. Baisley passes to Landale.
That's a good look from Baisley as passing is becoming a bigger part of his game.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
A shot by Batum, no good. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad hooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. And it's Gordon missing. Suns leading by 15. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Now here's Powell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. There's the double team with Warren. Outside Gordon. Out to the right wing. Plumlee finds Gordon. Drills it from outside.
Well, if Eric Gordon gets the ball from beyond the arc, you have to respect his ability to knock those down.
And here's Payne. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the third. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 12. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. And he uses the glass on the layup. Plumlee's got 4 this quarter.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
They looking around. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Baisley. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. Here's Ross. And that one drops. Ross has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
Here's Gordon. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him.
Okay. Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Now Paul. He kicks to Booker. Fires for 3. Pulls from the top of the key. He can't hit that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. In the corner, George with it. For 3. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
Picks it out to Paul. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists tonight.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's George. Phoenix grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Paul passes to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
And you can see why KD has won himself a couple scoring titles.
Booker against George. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Durant, the pass to Okogie. To the middle. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Suns lead by 16.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Paul surveying the floor. Pass to Booker. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Morris Sr.
Just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Pass to Okogie. Booker outside. There's the pass to Okogie. Clock at 6. A 3-pointer off the mark. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A 12-point game. From deep. Here's Leonard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Here's Durant. Passes it to Okogie. Kicks it out to Paul. Shot, high post, and they pick up 2.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Phoenix.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kevin Durant.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
There's 48 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Booker. 3-pointer.
Paul George instincts right there, just taking over that possession. He's using his length right there to take away a lot of airspace for the shooter.
Takes the 3. Lets it go with the 3. Man can't hit. Ball against Leonard. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Paul passes to Okogie. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
To the
works, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's man in at the point. Shot clock at 3. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, baby.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Edwards against George. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's the Clippers' ball.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards slams it in.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Conley passes to McDaniels. The turnaround Jay. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
It's George on the wing. Back to Leonard. And stolen by Edwards. It's a one-on-one situation. Towns against Morris. Lets it fly. No good. A bit long that time.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Leonard with a screen on Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Conley passes to Edwards. And that one comes up a bit short. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. George outside. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes.
There's the 3. And the Clippers miss again.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Back to Conley. Pass to Towns. Gobert with a screen on Morris. Here's Towns. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Back to man. Up and over Conley. 6 on the shot clock. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. .14 left now in the first quarter. Outside McDaniels. Fires from deep. Pure from three-point range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's man. He's guarded by Conley. Down low. Here's George. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
It's Edwards on the wing. And there's the drive. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard for 3. Towns with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, George with a steal. Zubac passes to George. Knocks down the long J. George has got 7 points.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
Pass to Edwards. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play,
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
and close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Up top, Edwards. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Back to Leonard. Morris sets a screen. Let's go with a 3. Leonard can't get it to go. The Timberwolves trail. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Leonard on the wing. And the dunk by Leonard.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
And here's Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Now here's Towns. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Edwards. Over George. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to man. The 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. For 3, Conley. The shot off that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Leonard on the wing. He shoots it. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Right side Edwards. Left side Conley. Back to Edwards. George with a steal. Leonard passes to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Towns for 3. Paul George pulls down the board.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there. And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jump.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
We've got 1:28 left in the second. Pass to Leonard. Stolen by Conley. Outside McDaniels. Conley passes to McDaniels. Back to Conley. McDaniels finds Conley. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And Gobert with the stuff.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Leonard outside. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Edwards can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Pass to George. Going inside. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards. Zubac, no good on that. Timberwolves shooting a low 30% from the floor. Towns up top. All alone. Unable to get that one. Here's George. Morris outside. And so it's Los Angeles up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. The hustle they've... Allie, as always, thank you.
21. Let's hear it for the Jabberwocky!
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Paul George has been sensational.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Nicholas Batum out there with Mason Plumlee. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Norman Powell. And it's Gordon in at the shooting guard position. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Up top, Powell. McDaniels covering. Powell passes to Batum. Off target from three-point range. And here's Minnesota now. 6-point game. Gordon against Edwards. With the crossover, out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers' ball.
Misread each other on the pass, tried to recover, but too late.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Well, the Clippers shooting just 38% for this game so far. Westbrook, the pass to Gordon. Batum sets a screen. Back to Westbrook. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a five-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
For three, Westbrook. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Prince. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Kill Alexander Walker using his size to his advantage.
Westbrook outside. Pass to Gordon. Batum sets a screen. Here's the three. Gordon can't hit. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 0 shots to go out of 6 attempts.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
For 3, Powell. That shot missing. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. Here's Brents. Guarded by Batum. Clock at 6. Reed. This for the tie. Here's Noel. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Clippers in the lead. Westbrook outside. Powell outside. Plumlee a screen. Back to Westbrook. Shot to end the cold streak. Reed with the rebound. And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008 grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
Westbrook outside. Back to Batum. Powell for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Alexander Walker. 1:07 left in the third. Wing shot on the way. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Gordon outside. Pass to Batum. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And the basket by Plumlee.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Outside, Anderson. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Good work defensively by Gordon. Batum against Anderson. From 15 feet away. That shot off the mark. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Clippers on top, up 4. And fourth quarter basketball will... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others. It's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Taurean Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Noel in at the 1. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Zubac. Pass to Man. Uncovered. That one's wide left. Man's gone 1 for 4 from the field. Outside, Anderson. Here's Alexander Walker. Zubac with the steal. And George with the jam.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Prince. The 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Morris with it. Back to Man. And here's George. 4 on the clock. 3-pointer. Anderson pulls it down. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting poorly. Just 29% from the floor in this game.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. George outside. Zubac, screen. Here's man. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Towns, he's checked in for Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Prince. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Conley subbed in for Noel. Zubac passes to Morris. On the wing man. Reed against Morris. Pass to George. Leonard, left side, 14 feet away. No good on the shot. McDaniels with some nice D. Here's Edwards. Now here's Towns. The three is up. Stripped it away. Pass to Morris.
2 minutes remaining.
Now Zubac. Reed defending. Zubac passes to George. Nice D from Reed.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Here's Towns. The three is up. Reed. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 11 rebounds in the game. George against Edwards. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Anthony Edwards. Second personal foul. First team foul.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Pass to Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. Zubac with a screen on McDaniels. Leonard up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
To the paint. Oh, deflected. And it's the Clippers on the break. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Woo-hoo, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Conley. Soft touch off the glass.
Game on the line, you trust Mike Conley to deliver.
George with it. Morris outside. Back to George. Leonard on the wing. 5 on the clock. George outside. From deep. Here's Zubac. Kicks it to George. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Conley. Here's Zubac. Edwards pulls it in. Conley finds Edwards. Missed inside. So the Clippers win it. Just a hard alley. Good stuff.
Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the three spot. Now Conley following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. Edwards passes to Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Now here's Durant. Kicks it out to Booker. Ball outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. KD against Towns. Back to KD. Clock at 4. Takes a three. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Towns wide open. Rebound by Okogie.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Plays it up off the glass.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Conley inside the line. That one off the back iron and out. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
Here is Edwards following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Edwards finds Conley. Back to Edwards. From deep. He's off on that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Now here's McDaniel. Here's Edwards. And too long on the shot.
And
being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Paul for three. They get it back. Out to the right wing. Towns with the steal. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Suns leading by 4. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Edwards against Booker. The kick out to Towns. This one for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Right side, Kevin Durant. Passes to Okogie. All up top, over by Conley. Over Gobert. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Paul.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passers of all time.
For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
6 on the shot clock. Towns for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
On the wing, Booker. Here's the 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Towns with the bucket.
And few 7-footers in the league have Towns' shooting touch. This is a guy you want to create for time and time again.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Durant, no good. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Towns. Another miss by Towns. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And here's Booker from the arc. Connects from 3-point range.
Oh, the ever-expanding range of Devin Booker, making you pick him up pretty much at half court.
Pass to McDaniels. There's 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. Out to the wing. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's Booker from the arc. And so it's the Phoenix Suns bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead.
Your Timberwolves defense.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now here's Booker. Here's the triple. Here's Ayton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Ayton's got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash and Mari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Now here's Durant. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Towns, the pass to Gobert. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Edwards dishes to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on 8.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Oh, here's Edwards. Devin Booker missing his last shot.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
Conley scanning the floor. There's the 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
With 3, Booker. That shot off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Edwards kicks to Towns. Back to Edwards. Out to Conley. Fires from deep. Drills it from outside. Conley's got 5 points so far.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
Aiton a screen on Edwards. Look, the top of the key jumper is on the mark. 5 points in the game.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? That's a trick question. You know.
The pass to McDaniels. Out to Edwards. The dish to Gobert. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Ayton. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Edwards.
Oh, yes! Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Booker outside. 1:12 left here in the second. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Timberwolves trail by 4. McDaniels passes to Conley. Back to McDaniels. He kicks to Edwards. Jacks up a 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Ball outside. Over Conley. Booker against Edwards. And the dunk by Booker.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Outside Edwards. 29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul. 26 seconds left in the first half of the game. Edwards passes to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Over Paul. Conley kicks to Gobert.
I'll tell you what, Ayton is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots.
For 3, Booker. That one, no good. And so it's Phoenix with a 6. Thanks for the great interview, David.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 13. The Suns, 19.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You're gonna like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Durant in the corner with the fadeaway. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. McDaniels dishes to Towns. Here's McDaniels. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Here's Edwards. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Great open look there. Booker's got 10 points. Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. As a player, is that something you enjoyed, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You only enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing on my own? Is it something that I'm doing in my spare time? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of the screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from three. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the three-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court, and there's screens all over the place. It's miserable.
The shot by KD. No good. Timberwolves trail by 4. And it's Towns missing.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Ayton finds Paul. Stolen by Michael Conley. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league. He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Outside, Edwards. Passes it to Gobert. Over to the wing. The shot by McDaniels. No good. Phoenix leading by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's KD. And finished off by KD.
How many guys his size can pull up off the dribble and move like that? Durant is the real unicorn.
Outside, Towns. Edwards passes to Towns. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Towns has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Okogie, the pass to KD. Now Paul. Booker with no one around. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Edwards gets to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Out to Edwards. To the right side. Towns down low to the left side wing. Conley with the 3. Goes back up. McDaniels finds Conley. With 1 on the clock. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
You know, kind of odd to see a lefty in today's game, but Conley is a player you have to anticipate properly, or he'll use your mistake to get the and one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Alexander Walker, and stolen by Payne. Here's Baisley, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Suns lead by 4. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in reading the game almost like he had a sixth sense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Warren. Terrence Ross is out there with Payne, and it's Baisley in at the 4. Landale pass to Payne. The second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Payne's got his first 2 points.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Anderson passes to Reed. Warren against Prince. Here's Anderson. To the wing right side. Here's Noel. Misses the 3. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Payne kicks to Warren. He dishes it to Ross. Kept alive to the left wing. Baisley passes to Payne. Second shot opportunity. Stolen by Anderson. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Noel. Ross grabs the board.
Seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Back to Warren. Dishes it to Ross. Passes it to Landale. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Prince. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing, possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
Now here's Payne. Kicks it to Warren. Out to the right wing. Here's Baisley. And the 3-ball is good. And the Suns lead by 7.
Oh, heads-up play by Warren. Spotting a wide-open shooter and delivering a dime.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And it's Warren with the ball for the Suns. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Up and in on the layup. And it's a 9-point Phoenix lead.
Showing some assertiveness inside. Warren knows you can't beat the defense if you play scared.
Alexander Walker passes to Anderson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And a breakdown here, guys. The Hustle Stats for Phoenix. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. Edwards has come in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Noel. Now here's Paul. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul. Substitution for your team.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's a Kobe, guarded by Prince. Durant for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, they have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Conley. Towns in the corner. Launches a 3. Timberwolves keep it alive. Over in the corner, Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
And the Suns call time. They're up by 8. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said, this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. See if they were listening, guys.
Thanks, David.
and he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Pass to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Towns finds Gobert. Edwards against Paul. Towns for 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Here's KD. And finished off by KD.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Outside Edwards. And he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. Paul surveying the floor. The deep three from Durant. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Right side, Conley. Can't get it to fall. So the Suns win it. A true all right, David. Thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
Thank you, fan.
terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Okogie, and he's going for the lob, and it's slammed in by Durant.
Boy, KD gets himself right to the rim. Liftoff is complete.
Now Leonard. And Ayton pulls it down.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Ball against Westbrook. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in.
As unassuming as he looks sometimes, Kawhi Leonard finishes with authority off the dribble.
Here's Durant. And too long on the shot. The Clippers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Zubac. Morris sets a screen. Zubac passes to Morris. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Booker. And here comes the break.
And just good play recognition and quick hands. That's how Booker picks up his steals.
George draws the double. Morris outside. Here's Mann. Here's George. Pass to Zubac. The kick out to Morris. Knocks it down from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Paul. On the wing, Durant. Over Morris. George against Booker. 6 to shoot. Back to Paul. High arcing shot. The shot no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to Zubac. Morris outside. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Suns have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Free throw is good from Durant.
Fouling Kevin Durant is pretty much the same as giving up a bucket because this guy has been so consistently good from the free throw line over the course of his brilliant career.
Now here's Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
The kick to Durant. Fades. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Morris outside. And George with the jam.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Outside Paul. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds in the game. Morris finds Leonard. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Paul. Leonard against Booker. Morris for 3. Zubac inside. George against Durant. Another shot. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
And the second free throw is good. And we know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
DeAndre Ayton, first personal foul.
That's good from George.
What we know about Paul George is he has proven to be an elite force on both ends. He can be a lockdown defender, and boy, can he get cooking offensively.
Now here's George. Pass to man from the arc. And Chris Paul clears it away.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
The kick to Durant to the inside. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Here's Booker. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, you've got to be, as a guard, calm and in control on the interior. Devin Booker, so much confidence in his game.
Morris on the wing. George for 3. Up in time. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a...
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Dance Team.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard at the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's man in at the point. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. And it's the Suns with the ball. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to George. Crafty move. Drives to the hoop. And the jam by George.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Here's Okogie. The kick to Durant. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Zubac.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's man. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. He takes it in. Back to Zubac. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Now here's Paul, tightly guarded. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Kevin Durant has the kind of handle and creativity to get by defensive players off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
Pass to George. Here's man. That one no good. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. And Kevin Durant post Achilles surgery. No apparent decline, Chris. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Now here's Morris. 5 points in the game. Here's Leonard. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist. Morris has got 3 assists in the game.
But Kawhi Leonard's strength through contact, one of the real problems you've got to deal with as a defender.
Here's Paul. It's good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The Clippers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Here's man. He's guarded by Paul. George for 3. Second chance effort. Out to Leonard. Fires the 3. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, there's the alley. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
George outside. Back to man. Pass to Morris. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Paul inside.
2 minutes.
The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Paul's got 5.
Boy, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
Now here's George. Morris on the wing. Kicks it to George. And there's a 3-second violation. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor. That magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end, and just the combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Booker, good.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
George outside. Morris, a screen on Booker. Up top, George. Booker defending. Ooh, good look from Zubac. They get the rebound. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. And he lobs it up to the rim. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Paul. Out to Leonard. The 3-ball. And again, no good by the Clippers. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Paul. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Durant against Morris. Here's Okogie. Just 5 on the clock. Ayton. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
The deep 3 from Durant. Here's Booker. So it'll be, and here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People will worry that this, but with so many
review.
close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong,
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
and they've made their decision, the call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still heaved.
That free throw good from Booker.
One of the most impressive things about Devin Booker has been his consistency. This guy is productive, and he is willing to carry the offensive burden.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game.
17. The Suns, 20.
Fans, get ready for the Jabberwocky.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker on the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. The Suns leading. Something you can't deny about Marcus Morris. He is a passionate player.
On and off the court, this guy is highly competitive. He's a leader of the locker room. His playing style, to me, would fit with any organization. Smart and tough.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Pass to Landale. Here's Baisley. Outside Ross. Back to Baisley. Over Plumlee. Off the left rim and out. Well, Los Angeles shooting 35% so far in this one. Powell passes to Plumlee. Back to Powell. It's stolen by Warren. And now the Suns fast break. Throws it up high. Throw it down on the lob.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Gordon outside. With the drive. Doubled by Warren. Out to Powell. It's stolen by Warren. Payne with it. Checked by Gordon. Pass to Baisley. To the paint. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And it's the Clippers on the break. Gordon finds Batum. Batum with a screen on Payne. Here's Gordon. Warren with the rebound. And the Suns shooting 40% so far in this one. Down low. And it's stolen by Plumlee. In transition. The crossover. And Gordon with the big finish.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Plumlee. Shot from the low post is good. And it's now just a 1-point Phoenix lead. Outside Payne. Here's Baisley. Kicks it out to Warren. Puts up a three. No good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. For 3, Powell. And they recover it to the left side wing. Here's Highland. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Out to Powell. For the lead. The Suns clear it. Here's Landale. Pass to Ross. Plenty of space. That shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Out left to the wing. Here's Plumlee. And here's Batum. And that one's good. Batum's got his first 2 points.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
And he lobs it up top. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. The finish! And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, I'll tell you, the sense from Batum, when to go for the steal and turn it into offense, that is nicely done.
Left side Payne to stop the run, and that one drops.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
The Clippers in the lead. Now here's Gordon. Pass to Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Gordon against Ross. Back to Payne. Outside Ross. Here's Landale. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Gordon, the pass to Plumlee. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
It goes on Terrence Ross.
Team foul.
At the line for LA.
And he sinks the second. Payne with it. Ross with a screen on Westbrook. And here's Payne outside. He buries it from 3.
Three-pointer.
Payne's got 5 points now in the quarter. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Suns ahead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now a timeout called by Phoenix. And he's checked in for the Clippers. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He told them he likes what he's seeing inside, saying, quote, stay on the attack. Getting to the rim is working for us right now. Attack until they stop us. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Morris finds Leonard. Back to Morris. Kicks it to George. Lets the 3 fly. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. And it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
Well, no hesitation. The full arsenal on display here. The catch and shoot, rising fire. Yes, Paul George.
Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Pass to Durant. 4 on the clock. Booker for 3. It's rebounded by Morris. Stolen by Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Morris sets a screen. Here's George. Morris left side. Stolen by Ayton. On the break. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got his 8th rebound here tonight. George passes to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Well, it's 6'9" with good athleticism. Dunking not a problem for Mr. Morris. Give him some space, and he makes you pay.
Ayton, a screen on George. Booker for 3, and perfection right through the net.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Pass to Man. To the inside. Kicks it to George. Lets it go from deep. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Morris has got his 5th assist in this one. And here's Paul. Durant for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Pass to Leonard. Tries it from the top of the key. And stolen by Paul. And he lobs it up. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. George with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Morris for 3. The putback controls the rebound and the putback. And the Clippers lead by 4. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Yes, it's good.
If anything, you know you can count on Chris Paul to deliver in the clutch. He is so competitive, so tough.
Now here's George. Driving to the basket. That's tipped.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Leonard for 3. No good there. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter.
came close to leveling the score there.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
On the break to tie it up. Oh, he nails it. And he's tied it up. What a shot.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's George. Driving inside. And the jam by George.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Booker against George. Booker, the pass to Paul. Goes up on the wing. Oh, no good! So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
To the best kid alive.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And George kicks to Zubac. Here's Leonard. Rebound, Minnesota.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And here's Conley outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And it's good for two.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Outside Conley. Outside Towns. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You know, this is exactly why they give the ball to Towns down there. I mean, his combination of size, agility, and shot repertoire makes him hard to deal with.
The shot by George, wide open. Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually, he's money from deep.
Conley for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Stolen by McDaniels. Conley, the pass to Edwards. Feeds it to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
That's to Morris. Stolen by Michael Conley. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Morris kicks to Leonard. Puts it up. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves leading by 4. And here's Edwards from the arc. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. George passes to Zubac. The shot from the low post is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Edwards. Dishes it to Gobert. Conley left side. Back to Gobert. And the rejection by Zubac. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, 2 points, that one goes.
George doing a nice job driving with physicality there, seeking out that contact.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And here's Morris for three. Gobert pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Towns, and there it is for him. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, he's got a lot to work with.
And the wide open shot from Morris. They get it again. Zubac, Gobert with the block. Down low, and Towns throws it down.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Morris outside. And there's the pass to Leonard. There's the drive. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
And your Clippers Houston team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's man in at the one. They're the group out there for the Clippers start the second quarter.
Yeah, it's really hard to distract Paul George when he goes into a shot. I mean, even though the defense is there and made the obvious foul, doesn't seem to bother him.
Well, Clark, here's an interesting stat trend of the 2022 season. More shots are taken from three-point range, but fewer makes on average per shot.
Yeah, the volume has gone up, but the makes have not. You know, more teams are launching triples, and more defenses, quite honestly, Kevin, are focused on challenging those shots. Not surprising to see the numbers trending in the direction you mentioned.
Conley against Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And just using that experience, Conley adept at drawing contact and getting to the line.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Kicks it to Leonard. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. No good from Zubac.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. A shot by McDaniels, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Passes it to Morris. Now Zubac, defended by Gobert. Man can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 7. Conley kicks to Towns. Top of the key. And that one drops for him. Towns has got 10.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
George against Edwards.
Look at how high George gets off these drives to the hoop. Banging it down with the violence of a madman.
To the paint. Here's Edwards. And it's sent back by George. Man passes to Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Outside Edwards.
2 minutes remain in the
fires the 3.
2 minutes.
He takes it in and misses it off the right side of the rim. Clippers trail by 7. Morris with the ball. Conley picks him up. Here's George. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And I think George is clearly one of the most difficult covers in the league. When he's taking it strong to the basket, the defense sometimes has no choice but to foul it.
Minnesota leading by 5. Conley with it. Outside, Towns. The dish now to Gobert. Back to Towns. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Boy, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
For Los Angeles, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. George looking around, tries the spin move. Pass to Morris. To the inside, 6 to shoot. Leonard, no luck. Timberwolves shooting the ball at a 43% rate here in the second. He lobs it up, and Towns throws it down.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
Outside Leonard. 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Drills the baseline jumper. Leonard's got his first points of the game.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Gobert finds McDaniel. Timberwolves passing it around. George against Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Outside, George shoots, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. On pass to Conley.
A nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
That'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David, for that interview.
Your Clippers, 16. The Timberwolves, 25.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Here's Batum, stolen by McDaniels. Conley left side. Pass to Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Pretty tricky and sweet pump fake move by Edwards there, pulling the defender in close to get the foul drawn.
That one is no good. It's stolen by Gobert. Inside, Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball
Fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Back to Batum. He kicks it to Gordon. Off target from outside. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Here's Conley. The kick out to Towns. Another miss by Towns.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Plumlee finds Powell. Gordon against Edwards. And it's Gordon missing.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. On the top of the key. They get the rebound. Outside, Towns. Over Westbrook. And they recover it. Gordon against Edwards. There's the lob to Towns. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
You know, we all know Towns can do big numbers on offense, and it's great to see him this focused.
Westbrook passes to Powell. Batum sets a screen for Powell. Back to Westbrook. From beyond the arc. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Timberwolves leading by 14.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Here's McDaniels. The putback. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And here is Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Hits the three-point bomb. Westbrook's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now the pass to McDaniels. Right side Towns from outside the arc. That one no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Pass to Gordon. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Timberwolves leading by 11. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Anderson. Leonard with the steal. The three from George. Hits it from three-point range. George has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. Anderson against Morris. It's stolen by Morris. Swiped away to the middle. Here's Reed, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple.
And your Clippers,
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's man in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time, right in the shooting pocket.
Outside, George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Hits the jumper in space.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by George. Clippers trail by 10. Man passes to Leonard. Here's Man. Right side, George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
You know, some of the sequences and plays that George pulls off, just amazing when you consider how good this guy is, particularly handling the ball now.
Here's Anderson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marcus Morris picks one up there. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. The 3 from George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 14 points. Alexander Walker passes to Noel. And the rejection by Zubats. Anderson dishes to Prince. 5 to shoot. No good with the triple.
He's got a paint stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Man. And again, no good by the Clippers. Minnesota leading by 9. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Over to the wing. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Up top, Leonard. McDaniels defending. The 3 from George. The Clippers rebound.
Nice tip to him there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Pass to McDaniels.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the 4th quarter. And it's Conley penetrating. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard looking around. The pass to Man. Kicks it out to Leonard. Passes to Zubats. Here's Man. It's a hand on it. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. For the 3. Just 5 to shoot. Edwards passes to Towns. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
That's defense. Clippers ball.
Here's Man. Over by Conley. Here's George. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And not sure they've got enough time to save himself.
It doesn't look good, even with the quick bucket here.
Man passes to Zubats. And Leonard has it in the corner. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
And the second of 2 is good. That trims the lead to 6. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Conley. Back to Towns. Clock at 6. To end the drought. Morris with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Thank you, David. Great interview.
To the